trucking company owner indicted for conspiracy to steal interstate shipments from Amazon, Bath and Body Works, which really isn't something new. You know what I mean? Like trucking companies and truck drivers have, ever since trucking's been around, have tried to skim freight. In fact, when I was a truck driver, I've run into several truck stops where people were, on the side selling a few things out the back of the truck to make a couple dollars. I mean, I've seen it. And so, you would think, okay, this is nothing new, but the way they did it was kind of interesting because it says an Ohio man was recently indicted on multiple charges related to a complex cargo theft scheme. It says Gurte Singh, a.k.a. Gary Bueller, was indicted by a grand jury in Ohio on May 18th on one count of conspiracy to steal from interstate shipments, 2 counts of stealing from an interstate shipment, and 1 count of making a false statement, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation. Now, it says Singh owned a trucking company. I've never heard of it, so it must have been pretty small. And he was also the manager at, it says, Singh owned trucking company Bueller Transport and was a manager at Cargo Solutions Express. Follow me so far, right?
Okay.
Okay. It says authorities say that Singh conspired with other owner-operators. So he must have employed a lot of owner-operators. I don't know if he had company trucks or not. It says he conspired with a bunch of owner-operators to steal goods from interstate shipments and that were supposed to be delivered to retailers Amazon and Bath and Body Works. Okay. It said Singh directed CSE drivers to stop at the CSE warehouse in Columbus, Ohio, so employees could steal cargo from their trucks, which you're thinking, okay, all right, so they're skimming, it's nothing new. Then it says the employees accessed the trailers. This is what I'm getting at. There's a seal on these trailers, right? Mm-hmm. It said the employees accessed the trailers by removing locking mechanisms on the trailer doors, making it appear as though the trailer doors were never opened during transport. So basically, they were knocking out the pins and taking the doors off and then taking what they wanted, right? And then putting the doors back on so not to disturb the seal, because the seal has to match when you get to your destination or they'll refuse the load.
Right.
So how ingenious, well, I shouldn't say ingenious is that, but it's so funny how thieves will go at lengths to grab a bunch of stuff so they can, hawk it or fence it or, or sell it on the black market or whatever they're doing. Because think about this. You're an Amazon retailer or shipper, right? And you're waiting for this truckload. Well, you get the truckload, the seal is good, right? You open it up, and as you do inventory on the trailers, guess what happens? You start realizing that a lot of things are missing. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if they set up cameras, how they caught this guy, but think about this. At first, you would think, well, somebody made a mistake at the warehouse. They didn't ship enough. That's what you would be thinking.
That would be the first. Yeah, the first probably once, maybe twice.
Yeah, exactly. So you're looking at it and you're going, well, we can't blame the driver because the seal's good, right? But then, like you said, after a while, this is where they say criminals are really dumb. Think about it. Okay, so you get away with it the first couple times, like you just said. But then all of a sudden, the company on the other end, what do they say? Hey,
the CSE is keeps doing this.
Yeah, their shipments are always light. Mm-hmm. Little light today, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like, okay, so everything that's coming, back from something that you've touched is now light. So obviously, what do you think they're thinking?
Something suspicious is going on here. Something fishy. Highly suspect.
Exactly. Ratatouille. Highly suspect. But now think about this for a second. The first thing you're thinking is, okay, it can't be the driver. Now you realize it's CSE and you're saying to yourself, well, obviously it's more than one CSE driver.
Right.
So obviously the big guy, somebody at the warehouse has to be, and you might not be thinking it's the owner of the company just yet. You see what I'm saying? Because now you're looking at okay, maybe somebody at the warehouse manager, or actually it said he was the warehouse manager, didn't it?
He said he was the manager.
Yeah. Yeah. So bottom line is, let's see. It said he was also a manager. At Cargo Solutions, which Cargo Solutions is CSE.
Right.
So it didn't say he was the warehouse. It said he directed him to go to the warehouse. So obviously, I don't know. Did they pull up Qualcomms or satellites and go, look at this? Everybody's being directed to this warehouse in Columbus. I mean, it's, honestly, truly, you leave such a trace of breadcrumbs when you're doing this. It's almost impossible to get away with this, guys. If you're a trucking company that's actually been thinking about doing this, take a page out of this guy's book and realize, oops, I could see how we could get caught. Durr.
I could see it.
I mean,
honestly, if you're that desperate, you're going to do it at least once. You never stop. First of all, you're going to keep doing it. Second of all, you always get caught. Nobody gets away with it forever. You get caught. There's always someone else trying to figure out how to outsmart you. So you're going to get caught.
I mean, I don't know what the mastermind was thinking when he thought this crime up, but obviously, yeah, taking the doors off makes it look like I didn't do it. The seal is good. But when every one of your trucks is the ones that are light on the loads, missing cargo, obviously you're now the guy that they are watching and they're going to catch you. Don't be stupid. That's really my advice to any trucking company that's thinking about making a couple extra dollars on somebody else's freight. Don't be stupid. They're going to catch you guys. They're going to put cameras up. They're going to find a way, and it's going to trace back to you, and you're going to get snagged. Now, this guy's going to lose his company, and he's going to go to jail. He's literally going to go to prison now. He's going to do time, and nobody's ever going to want to do business with the guy. If you're a driver looking for a new trucking job, check out NCI. NCI offers the following: new Kenworth T680s, competitive wages, solo, team, and students welcome, plus a full benefit package for you and your family. Check them out today at 888-311-7076. That's 888-7076. And tell them Talk CDL sent you. Truck Parking Club is a network of instantly reservable daily and monthly truck parking locations throughout the U.S. Truck Parking Club helps connect truckers to truck parking locations throughout the U.S. via truckparkingclub.com. Our networks is made up of property owners that have locations adequate for truck parking to list on the platform. This includes trucking companies, storage companies, CDL schools, trailer leasing companies, real estate investors, truck parking operators, and more. Go to truckparkingclub.com. Hey drivers, are you sick of watching the other drivers bypass the weigh station while you are held up going through yourself? Well, download DriveWise today at www.drivewise.com. That's DRIVEWYZE.com, and start bypassing the scales yourself. If you're a small carrier, an owner-operator, or even a big fleet looking for something better, check out DriveWise today. And remember, there's no equipment, no transponders needed when you're using DriveWise. Check them out for a free download at www.drivewyze.com. Drivers, if you're looking for a local, home, everyday driving job, apply with Carter Lumber today. They have positions for Class A and Class B local drivers. They can take experienced drivers, students, and non-CDL drivers. With over 160 locations, chances are they have a position for you. So go to carterlumber.com/talkcdl and apply today. Again, that's carterlumber.com/talkcdl. Thank you.